The legacy of old money. Old money. It's more than just wealth. It's a language spoken through fabric, etiquette, and understatement. It's the quiet confidence of those who never needed to prove anything. From the grand estates of the early 1900s to the minimalist mansions of today, America's elite have told their story, not with words, but with what they wear. This is a journey through time, a story of taste, legacy, and the evolution of American old money fashion. Let's travel through more than a century of style, where trends fade, but class remains eternal. The Aristocratic Era. In the early 1900s, America was young, ambitious, and eager to impress. The industrial boom created fortunes overnight. Families like the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, and Carnegies built empires. But when it came to fashion, they looked across the Atlantic, to Europe's aristocracy for inspiration. Men wore three-piece suits made of heavy wool, starched collars, and silk pocket squares. Women favored corsets, floor-length gowns, lace gloves, and elegant hats that spoke of refinement. Fashion wasn't about comfort, it was about presentation, posture, and social standing. The goal was simple: to appear timeless, educated, and above all, distinguished. Jazz Age to Great Depression. Then came the Roaring Twenties, a decade of rebellion, rhythm, and revolution. Jazz filled the air, champagne flowed endlessly, and flapper fashion redefined freedom. Old money families embraced modern tailoring, pearls, feathers, and Art Deco jewelry. But beneath the sparkle, change was coming. When the market crashed in 1929, the glitz vanished overnight. The elite who survived quietly reinvented themselves. Simplicity replaced showmanship, darker tones, refined cuts, and conservative elegance became the new uniform. Wealth, once loud and glittering, learned to whisper again. The Ivy League Code. By the mid-20th century, American wealth found a new rhythm: the Ivy League look. This wasn't about ballrooms or diamonds, it was about intellect and discretion. Button-down shirts, khaki trousers, navy blazers, and loafers. Clothing that looked modest, but quietly expensive. The post-war elite dressed like scholars rather than showmen. It was the era of country clubs, Harvard lawns, and boarding schools. The Kennedys turned this style into an identity, blending privilege with poise. For the first time, old money fashion felt young, confident, and distinctly American. The casual elite. As the 60s and 70s arrived, old money loosened its tie. The elite traded city boardrooms for country estates and beach houses. Linen pants, pastel polos, and cashmere sweaters replaced suits and ties. The Hamptons, Cape Cod, and Palm Beach became symbols of quiet summer luxury. The look was effortless, sun-kissed, and unbothered, but every piece still spoke of heritage and quality. Ralph Lauren captured this perfectly, a brand built not for the rich, but for those who wanted to look like old money. It was wealth without trying, the art of making privilege look natural. Power and Preppy Era. The 80s brought power and the wardrobe to match it. Wall Street ruled the decade, and success was worn like armor. Men in double-breasted suits, women in tailored blazers with pearls. Everyone projected authority, yet the true old money families remained understated amid the excess. Their colors were muted, their jewelry subtle, their tailoring impeccable. By the 90s, the mood shifted again. Minimalism took over, neutral tones, classic silhouettes, and a return to tradition. Brands like Brooks Brothers, Burberry, and Ralph Lauren carried the old money torch into a modern world. Discreet versus flashy wealth. The new millennium brought two worlds of wealth. One was loud, defined by reality TV, celebrity culture, and designer logos. The other was silent, defined by heritage, taste, and confidence. While new money flaunted Ferraris and monograms, old money stayed loyal to cashmere coats and pearl earrings. They didn't follow trends, they followed tradition. Their closets weren't filled with labels, but with legacy. To the old money families, style was never about standing out, it was about belonging. The old money revival. Now, in the 2020s, old money fashion has made an unexpected comeback. The internet, once obsessed with flashy luxury, now celebrates quiet wealth. TikTok calls it the old money aesthetic. Soft colors, tailored blazers, vintage jewelry, and timeless restraint. Influencers like Sophia Richie Grange represent a modern version of this legacy, luxury that whispers, not screams. It's a digital revival of an age-old philosophy that true style is inherited, not purchased. The world may have changed, but elegance still endures. Timeless legacy, from corsets to cashmere, pearls to polos. Old money fashion has evolved with every generation, but at its heart, it's always been about one thing: legacy. The fabrics may change, but the values remain: discretion, refinement, and authenticity. In a world obsessed with showing off, old money teaches us that the loudest statement is silence, because real style doesn't demand attention, it earns it. And just like the families who wear it, it's built to last beyond time.